My gosh, look at my plate. See, it hurts me right here real bad when I move. You know, I was doing pretty good till I took that last fall, and that just finished me. What in the world is that? Oh, yeah, you showed me. But let me look again. Breakfast of Champions. Y'all will have a blessed day and safe weekend and be good to one another. And God bless. Well, that's nice. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. You know what? You're about the only one that comes around to see me anymore. I know they're all busy and have their lives, but so do you. And you manage to do it. There's some of them living right here in the house that never comes to see I could be dead in here and stinking before they'd come to find me. One day I was hurting real bad, and I couldn't get hold of anybody, and I just yelled. I couldn't get up, and I just screamed and yelled and hollered Cody's name and different ones. They never came. That little girl takes more of me than anybody. Little old Ashley. She's stand firm on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Do everything in love. Oh, yeah, that's a Bible quotation, isn't it? It's beautiful. Gosh, this looks good. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I won't starve long as you come to see about me. You know, pull that drawer out. Look in here. Just look in here. You see, if I had some place to be painting, there's lots of things that I could paint.
You could paint right here.
Well, but then it's always in the way. And no, I just want to get me a little old square table. Don't have to be very big. Little square table. Put it over there. Put down a big piece of plastic. Put the little table down on it. Do a lot of painting. Sell it, or give it away, or throw it away, or if it wasn't for television, I guess I'd lose my mind. There's a lot of hours in every day. Did you know it? Your hair is a different color every day. It is. And today it looks like it's got a lot of silver threads in there.
Silver?
Huh?
I don't want silver hair.
I know it. We're going to have to get some dye. You know, Me and my dad would have got along real good. He loved to when somebody would kill a goat or something. Thank you. Or something. He'd ask for the hide, and he'd tan that hide using different methods of tanning. And then he'd make all kinds of things out of those, like goat, you know, it was, well, anyway, preserve it, you know. Some lady there in Sheffield, oh, Eileen, I guess it was. Look out there at that cat. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I wonder what it's doing out there. It's being a cat, I guess. Now it's looking back this way. And it came yesterday. I don't know whose it is or where it's coming from. Maybe the kids have it here, probably, in the house. They know I don't like cats. What's a little pill for?
Your eye?
I believe my eye's getting better since you've been working with it.
Good.
I really do. Don't really know what. I was having treatments for it, and then something happened. We moved, or anyway, they were helping. But my dad was a great hand to always be making something out of nothing. He could make a pretty good arrowhead, but he said they were so much work. You have to have really good, the right kind of stone to. He could shoe horses, you know, put shoes on horses. He could break horses. He could ride horses. Train them. He could rope. He was an excellent roper. One time, yes, all having a big get-together of some kind on one of the ranches, and it was out by the windmill, and then all roping things and all, and the goat took off, and it started running around the windmill. My dad just threw that rope around the side of the windmill and caught there. He was amazing. He was an amazing person. You're the only one of the family that's like him that I've ever. He was a great one for jokes. He liked to, you know, pull jokes and. One time, let's see, what was it? It was, yes, trick or treat. He got up on the house and laid down. And he waited till a bunch of kids came and said trick or treat, and he jumped up and said, "Ah!" Those kids just like a messed on themselves. I just laughed till he like to fell off the roof. Yeah, trick. Yeah.
Well, I do like to scare people.
Yeah.
So there's
There's
another treat. Well,
boy, he could scare them pretty good. With real items, real things. He needed a lot of cures, native cures for different diseases and things, and I was trying to think what it was. One time that everybody was getting and he was mixing up some kind of a concoction to cure it. People used to break out with, "Hey, cat jumped out of that tree," and it would have been way up in that tree. Guess it's going to try to go up that tree. My mother said, see, Dad was way older than Mother. You know, he had a boy that was 11 years old when they married. Curtis, the one that's buried at Crane. They had a date, and they were having a rodeo over in Sonora. And he asked her if she'd like to go, and she said, "Oh, yes." Mother was pretty dadgum good looking for women of those times. She went over there, and my dad rode a bronc, and it was right after World War, during the World War II. I rode one or two. Anyway, the American boys, went to France. All over there, won that war. And a lot of them had never been off of the ranch in their life. So anyways, he took her over there. They're sitting up there in the stand, and my dad came out of one of the chutes on a bronc and man, that old horse was flat turning it on. And my dad was just whipping him and singing, "How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm?" You want to say, "Been to Paris." And she said, told this Owens at Sizway, "Look at that old boy." Said, Dad's old red hair, it wasn't real red, it's auburn. That hair was just a flopping, and he was just a singing and a whipping that bronc, riding the heck out of him. And she told this darn rich guy she's with, rich rancher Owens, "Look at that old boy." Her boy over, he thinks he's something. He said, "Boy, he's really putting it on." She said, boy, in my wildest dreams, I never knew that I'd be married to him for one day. But he was so good to my mother. Well, stupid me. Forgot my good hot coffee. I was, look at that. Now, how about that? Yeah, we've been talking about you. We've been talking about you. Look at that cat. That's a pretty active cat, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't dare let him in the house. Look at him. He needs a drink. That's what's the matter. Look at him. Or her, or whatever it is.